So if you're not making at least 5 to 10K per month as a content producer, videographer, filmmaker, whatever you want to identify yourself as, chances are you're missing one of these three things or kind of some foundation below those three things that I'm going to talk about in this video. And you want to make sure you keep watching if you want to stop those highs and lows and stop worrying about where that next client and paycheck is going to come from. And just know that every single month, you're not starting from zero, but you actually have consistent income, at least minimum 5 to 10K coming in to your bank every single month with clients happy to pay you. Then watch this to the end. So basically, pretty much all creators I speak with have a problem in one of these three areas. And there's a fundamental algorithm that lies below that, which is understanding who the hell you're actually working with and what it is that they actually want, right? Nobody wants to have a pretty video to sit on their website. Nobody wants to throw up some content on social media. And by the way, posting content on social media is not a marketing or distribution strategy. The strategy is what happens before you actually come up with the content, create the content, and then publish and distribute it. But beyond that, you want to identify what is it that they actually and truly want, and then sell that to them. Stop selling them the little features, the videos, the content, and start selling them the end result. You need to have an actual offer that solves a real problem, right? In terms of actually helping your clients come up with a strategy, actually helping them not just create the content and throw spaghettis at the wall, but actually have a process in place that allows you to measure what's working, what's not working, right? And actually become their full-on content partner, right? Whatever that looks like, right? This could be working with brands that are making multiple millions and already have a marketing team, and you can install yourself as an external section of their marketing team, working together with their CMO, their marketing folks, and helping them really close that feedback loop of looking at what's working, what's not working, and then fueling that back into the creative, into the content, right? And that is the baseline. You want to have an offer that makes sense for your clients to pay you month over month, right? And this also works for smaller businesses, of course, if they don't have anybody for the marketing, or maybe Sally from the receptionist posting the content. Hey, in that case, you can show them of how to best do that and leverage social media to use that content that you produce for them to actually get the traffic and attention and sales in the first place, right? And that leads us perfectly into the key three systems that are missing, right? So first, again, baseline is you need to understand your target persona, your ideal client profile. What does it look like? What type of client is it? What industry vertical? How many employees should they have, right? And what is their exact current situation, desired situation? What have they tried in terms of marketing? What's working for similar brands in this market when it comes to creating, publishing content organically or paid through ads, right? So once you have that offer, all that's missing is getting it in front of people. You want to build some form of marketing system, right, that predictably gets you attention of these potential people in a predictable manner, right? So depending on who you're going after, if it's local service-based businesses, let's say gyms, then hey, at that point you can maybe scrape Google Maps, right? Get all of the gyms in the area, pre-qualify the list, check out my video on how to do all of that, and cold outreach to these people. So that's one way to do it, right? If you're reaching out to large software brands or non-profits, right? Maybe you can find these on LinkedIn, right? Using LinkedIn Sales Navigator. There's different systems for different use cases, right? And hey, if you need any help with that, feel free to book a call with me. That's what we do. Really help you build predictable marketing systems, right? To get the attention of your market. But then next up, what does your sales system look like? Do you have a process in place to keep track of the pipeline, right? Do you have a basic CRM or even just a spreadsheet to track conversations, track follow-ups, and how many times are you actually following up, right? And beyond that, obviously, is your messaging dialed, right? Which kind of goes back into the marketing, but this is a feedback loop, right? What we get from the marketing is the attention from people. Now we get them onto our calls, discovery calls, sales calls, we hear objections, and then we can feed those back into your own marketing, right? Right now, I'm doing outreach to a bunch of video producers, filmmakers, trying to get them into our community for creatives looking to leverage AI in their workflows. And I start to realize a lot of them hate the word AI, right? So it's like a trigger word. So now I can build that back into my marketing or feed that back into my marketing and change up my messaging a little bit and track my actual response rates, right? See if they go up, go down, right? And all of that is the combination of your marketing systems, right? You want to have some form of process or way to predictably get in front of your market, right? Best way to do that, in my opinion, if you're starting out, is cold outreach, right? Through email, social profiles, you can automate it as well, right? Even Facebook messages, Instagram DMs, you can send those automated yet personalized using AI, right? If you want to learn how to do that, make sure you join our community or book a call with me. And that kind of leads us to the next step, right? Like once you have the marketing dialed in, you've got the attention of your market, and you now have a process where you track people through your pipeline. Okay, who responded, who booked the discovery call, who showed up to the discovery call, who actually was a qualified prospect, right? Who did we make an offer to, right? And you have follow-up scripts and processes for all of those stages in place, right? Now you probably have some clients, hopefully, right? If not, then obviously there's things that you can tweak. And each of these systems, right, it's like a macro system, your marketing that gets the attention, it spits out the attention, right? And now it feeds into your sales systems. And there's small little systems below that, right? Like setting up a Calendly so people can book a call with you, automated email reminders that go out and remind them to show up on the call, and send them some more case studies and examples of your work, right? Those are all little micro systems that overall increase the output for the same amount of inputs, right? There's always an input, a process, and an output. And just like that, your business works, right? And hopefully at that point, you now have clients, right? So you need some form of delivery system, right? That's the last problem that most creatives are going to be facing, especially video folks, where you're going to have bottlenecks, right? You're not going to be able to edit all of that content. You might need to have a process in place to consistently find, hire, train, and onboard new editors, right? And train them up on how to repurpose long form into short form content, or whatever that may be that you're offering, right? You want to have a predictable process in place there, and system that actually allows you to train and place these people, right? Build up project management tools and automations, automatically send invoices to your clients, right? Recently, I've set up a whole backend system for a recruitment agency that helps them fully automate it, leveraging AI, scraping their client's website for additional context, creating custom personas and profiles for their clients, and then combining all of that context with some pretty advanced prompts and spit out full-on landing page copywriting, full-on video scripts, full-on social media content, ads that they're actually running and they're currently going live, actually outperforming some of the stuff that human beings have wrote, right? There's a shit ton of things that you can then eliminate, right? What you don't need. If it's not driving results for your clients, getting them closer from where they're at to where they want to go. Maybe they don't need that 4K 360 VR drone or whatever, right? Maybe they don't need that, right? So you can eliminate it. Maybe they don't need to have that fancy report and all they care about is the end result, right? Maybe a 1 month check-in to send them all the details of what worked, what didn't work, which hooks are hitting the most, right? Which content angles are performing the best. Maybe they just need to see that monthly and not like a weekly report, right? There's going to be things that you can eliminate because you don't need them. And then there's a lot of shit that you can automate. And trust me, you'd be surprised by the amount of stuff that you can actually automate. If you can explain it in simple, if this happens, then do that statements, chances are you can automate it using tools like Zapier or my favorite, make.com. And that's where you can unlock a whole new realm of possibilities of crazy potential, where if you're already making 10K, 15K plus per month, and you're not automating a huge chunk of your processes and workflows, you are missing out on so much potential time, profit, and energy that you could then focus back on more creative tasks, right? Building out more of your team and infrastructure, increasing profit margins, right? If you're still sending your invoices manually, or if you're still creating folder structures manually whenever you onboard a new client, there's so many things that need to happen, right? You need to maybe create a Slack channel, create a Google Drive folder, share access to that Google Drive folder, link it back to the Slack channel, create a Frame.io folder for video reviews and feedback with the exact client names, link that back to the Slack channel, and then create the account in your project management tool, right, for the client. Put all that info back in there, put the contract PDF in there. Like everything I've just explained, you can automate. So it automatically happens. The client, they sign up, they fill out a little form or whatever the trigger point is, and all of that, those assets and steps and manual clicking can be removed and fully automated by software. You don't even need AI for that. But then you can bolt on AI onto those automations, right? That's where, again, we've literally had clients now fill out forms with details about their target persona, the exact type of person they're looking for, what they're looking to promote here. And then it takes all of that context, it scrapes the client's website for additional context, and then creates a detailed target persona document that we can then improve together with the client, and then feed into the next automations to now build out full outlines that we can then of course tweak with a human creativity and make them perfect. I'm not saying that AI will fully replace you or anything like that, but it's going to be people that leverage this type of technology to do what you're currently doing faster, better, or cheaper, or all of those things. So again, think about it. What type of systems do you have in your business right now when it comes to marketing, sales, and service delivery, if any? You want to note down, where's the biggest bottleneck right now? Is it getting the attention from the market, getting that attention to convert into paying clients, or actually delivering the service? And if you want to learn more about all of this stuff, make sure you check out that video. And if you haven't joined our community already, then I don't know what you're doing. Click the link somewhere linked in or around this video, and I'll see you there. Take care, guys.